The Northern Irish hard men of rock are set to release the follow-up to the hugely successful Nurse album, which catapulted them into the top 10 in 1993. Troublegum is the album that Therapy say they wanted to release, with a more focused sound and tales of death, destruction, violence and cider, in their own words, of course.
Basically, with Troublegum, it's pretty much a solid rock record with basically sonic guitars, and I mean, all the songs are between 3 and 4 minutes long, and they're very direct and in your face, but that's the kind of record we wanted to make. We wanted to make an album that you put it on and it just goes bam, 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 and then ends, and it's all pretty much in your face. And we wanted the record to have less of a sort of clinical, methodical attitude that Nurse had, and more of a sort of direct live kind of feel.
The title of the album, Troublegum, could be seen by some as a direct reference to the fact that Therapy are all from the north of Ireland, and their music a product of the infamous Troubles. But that's not a view that the group share.
That's an obvious connection for people to make. I suppose if they want to make that, then fair enough. It wasn't intentional, but because you're from Northern Ireland, people will always want to shoot photographs of you in front of barbed wire graffitied walls and try and portray you as some kind of jumped-up angst merchants singing about the Troubles. But, that's, it's 10 years since Stuck Little Fingers did that. So it's time to move on. But, I mean, people will always interpret that. They'll always interpret your surroundings and your environment into your music anyway. And it's just something that you have to deal with.
I think there's more to us than just doom and gloom, and it's not like straight-ahead nihilism. Even if you look at the tunes and the melodies and the humour and stuff, they're quite uplifting, and I find if you listen to it, there's always a bit of hope in there somewhere, no matter how, aggressive or angry that this song or music can seem.
Going Nowhere, the first single from the new album, is a scorching indictment of the kind of people who end up like their parents, without trying to find their own way in life or breaking out of the shackles of the mundane and the oppressive.
You have a choice. When you have your choice to say, well, I want nothing to do with this, and you can sort of try and follow your own path, or else you can just fall in. And it's an easy trap to fall into, especially, the opening line is heaven kicked you out. And that really refers to the fact that people that are born in this circumstances really have to try harder than privileged people to make an effort to break out of that kind of circle. The only thing, and without sounding like a hippie, the only thing you actually have is yourself, and that's the only thing you have control of. And if it means losing a few friends to be yourself, then it's worth it at the end of the day, because you've only yourself to answer to, really.
Since they started out, Therapy have been confounding and confusing music critics and punters alike. Are they heavy metal, indie, good old rock and roll? So how would they describe their music?
In your face. We're not quite heavy metal, and we're not quite indie. Pretty much in your face. Bam, 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 bam. Really loud music and sort of intensity coming at you, like straight between the eyes.